What is up, guys? This is part 2 of my opinions on the game, live commentary. Probably wondering, why are you doing this live? Because I just don't feel like recording the gameplay and then going back and watching it over again. And I don't really find it that hard to deal with. So in my last opinion on the game video, or my part 1, I said submachine guns are the dominant weapon because the playstyle is limited to a medium to short range combat playstyle. And with this being said, I come to a map that actually devours that point and pretty much makes me look like an idiot. With this map, as you'll see here, as I'm long range here, you know, it's a pretty dominant to just do this, just to stand up right here, get a good position going, or get shot in the back. Even though, just like right there, what's going on here? What is going on here? See, that's another thing. The spawns in Call of Duty, I guess that will just never happen. You will never get a good spawn system. But back to my point, submachine guns dominate. I got stuck. They dominate mostly every match. A very high percentage rate of every match. Over 85 to 90% people use this submachine gun. And with that being said, the FAMAS is the answer. Or what am I saying? The FAMAS. This is pretty much the FAMAS, but it's called the Type 95. And with this, it's a one-shot. It's basically a 60, or it's like an 85% one-shot rating. You're gonna get a one-shot if you're close enough. In this map, as you'll see, people are using actual assault weapons. Now, this may be the only map I go to that I can remember at this point that people do dominate with this weapon, choice. This is because this map is prone for long range. As I'm see here, I'm gonna, and I hate that. I hate that the game doesn't use the weapons that, that you can't use any weapon on any map and do just as well. And I know that's probably saying, like, well, that's the way it's supposed to be. You can't go on Rush, or you can't go on what's a Call of Duty 4 map Shipment and use a sniper rifle and expect to be good. But the thing is that that's a good point. That's exactly right. But that's different because every map is dominated by submachine gun. If every map, even this map, is dominated by submachine gun, then we have a problem. If a long range, like for example, look, I mean, if a long range is dominated by such a short range weapon, then something has went terribly wrong here. Not saying that it takes away from the fun, it just takes away from being able to experiment with different weapons, because people are going to be using submachine guns. Now in this match, I'm not seeing a lot of people using submachine guns because, like I said, assault rifle is outweighing the submachine gun in this, but it still has a fighting chance, a good fighting chance at that. So I'm just gonna lay these guys down, go to the coffee shop, and oh, mannequins, hello, boobs. So moving on, after I've got that out of my way, the fast nature of the game, as I was mentioning, domination is butchered in this game. You can't look at these guys right here. My goodness, it's butchered. Domination. I don't know if it's kill confirmed, just get people hot and they go from kill confirmed to domination, but domination is supposed to be strategic. These fuckers run around like a chicken with their head cut off. I mean, I'll admit I do it too, but why am I doing this? This is not supposed to be played like this. You're supposed to be very, strategic. You're supposed to be aware of who's taking your flag. No, you got everybody running around every flag. Now, people say, well, you got a bad teammate. Well, this, even with random people in Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops, I did not find it as bad as people could not stay in one spot. That is ruining domination for me. I can't stand it. It's pissing me off, and right now it's my biggest complaint behind how fast you can get killed. And moves on to my second point. As I'm mentioning all negatives, I'm sorry, we'll get to a positive for part 3. There's not a lot of camping in this game. Probably the only camping is what you're seeing about right now. It is team deathmatch, so it's not really a big problem for me because that's the way it works. Team deathmatch, you don't really have a specific place you need to stay, so no one's forcing you to stay in that spot. Now, you would think, as much camping is done in team deathmatch, you would think domination would be camp fest. Nope, you are actually dead wrong. In domination, people, like I said, fucking run around with their head cut off. With a chicken with their head cut off. It's ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. But, moving on. My next and final negative that I'm going to bring up as a big point is the difference between kill cam, delay, and, like, in Black Ops when you've seen, like, for example, someone would shoot you, and on the kill cam it looked different. Like, you're like, oh, that's how they killed me. This is stupid. You know, it didn't see that when I was playing. This is probably the worst game at that. Even worse than, you know, when you have like Gears of War shotgun host. The host connection in this game is so superior that you can kill people in a heartbeat. I mean, you don't even have to be good. You got hosts, you're gonna fire in the general direction of someone, and they're gonna be sat down, Charlie Brown. And I hate that because I mean that brings me back to the reason why people die so fast. It's who's got the best connection, not who's got the best skills. And unfortunately, that ruins it so bad. So this guy put a lot of work into me right here, as you'll see. Look at that. That was a pretty good spray. When I was killed, okay, let's watch right here. Okay, so that, I mean, I'm just instant killing him. But if I was to have like an automatic, you know, machine gun, you would see that it takes a pretty good amount of time to kill someone. And what I mean by that is like, I got my fucking way. What I mean by that is like they you know, when they kill me, it's like plap plap done. Or not even that, just plap with like a spray of submachine gun. But see, like, well, I'm gonna say that was a pretty goddamn fast kill because it was knife. But I mean, it happens so fast in real time. But then when you go back and look at it in you know, in kill cam, in hindsight, you know, 2020, I see that how could that, you know, that wasn't fast at all. One thing's telling me that was super fast. He killed me like lickety split, boom. The other one is telling me it was pretty slow. It was, you know, he put a lot of bullets in me. It was fair. Why am I dying faster than the kill cam shows? I don't know. The connection is playing a big part, and I guess that's just the way the cookie crumbles. This annotation at the end of the thing will lead you on to part 3 of my 3-part series over my opinions on Modern Warfare 3, and the final one will be a positive review. So click the annotation now. I'm not doing it. I've talked with Tyler, and I'm saying, I mean, how stupid could you be to do that? If you're the person that goes there and unlocks everything, every single thing, and then resets, I can understand that. But I'm not gonna reach 10th prestige and then instantly reset. I want to unlock everything in my 10th prestige, and then if I'm gonna reset and I don't, and it's November 2000.